I get this question asked so many times. Is PR worth the hassle? Is it something that's going to bring SEO benefit to my website? Is it going to benefit my brand? Is it going to benefit me as a business and my revenue and how much money I'm going to make? Well, my personal opinion is yes. So, PR, what is PR? PR is press, basically. So that could be in newspapers, it could be magazines, it could be radio interviews, it could be webinars, it could be TV stuff, it could be loads of things, as well as online PR or digital PR. And I'm going to cover everything in terms of a PR overview, but mainly focusing on the SEO benefits and the digital benefits as someone who owns a marketing agency, right? So now PR is really useful because what it does is it really sings to your brand. So it will tell people how authoritative you are. It will give you the visibility that you need that you might not get from other marketing channels. And especially for a personal brand, so a founder, a CTO, a CEO, etc., it's really going to show to your potential clients that you know what you're talking about. Because if a journalist writes about you, you know what you're talking about, if you catch my drift. Now, with SEO, there is something that we call digital PR, which is basically press online. So that could be publishing articles or press releases to individual websites that have a lot of traffic and high domain authority because it's going to give you a backlink. Now, there is a lot of controversy in the SEO world about do follow and no follow backlinks. There is no difference in terms of if it's going to help you as a ranking factor. People do say that do follow is a lot better than no follow. However, we have tested, and I've heard from other people that have been testing for many, many years if no follow links actually have a ranking or a weight factor in terms of keywords in your overall business. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say it. It's worked for us. It's worked for our clients. And there are a lot of other SEOs who also believe the same thing. If you have the opportunity to be involved in a bit of press and you will get mentioned and you will get a link, ask for a do follow because it does help a little bit more, and probably more SEOs will like that. But if it is a no follow, don't say no to the publication. You will get reached out to as your brand gets bigger. We have it sometimes where people want to ask for comments from us, whether it be on a technical basis or a marketing perspective or just as a young business owner in press articles, in webinars. I always say yes if the publication is good. There are some instances where the website isn't very good or it's not got very much traffic and it wouldn't benefit us from sort of being involved in it. But 9 times out of 10, it is. So as you do grow as a brand, you can work with specific PR agencies who will manage all of that side for you, or you can sort of deal with it internally. I think a lot of people overlook PR, especially with e-commerce brands or bringing out new products or doing something innovative within an aesthetic industry or the medical industry. Doing PR is, as I always say, putting your fingers in more pies. And when it comes down to marketing and building a brand, the more fingers you can get in those pies, the more it's going to help. It's going to help with your visibility, your authoritativeness. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going with it. And it's just going to overall help with just your clients and potential clients seeing you as someone who should be listened to, and just improve your overall awareness and the trustworthiness of your business as well, which often is a lot of time of what people forget. And a lot of people with PR, specifically in terms of magazines, press releases, radio, TV, they sometimes do forget because it's not a lead generation machine. There are other marketing ways to do that. PR is adding sort of an extra string to your bow, that's the right say, of how that can be improved. So if you do get those opportunities, do say yes. You'll get those spammy, hey dear, please can we link an article on your website? Take that with a pinch of salt. If it's a good quality website, use your SEO tools, SEMrush, Ahrefs, etc., to sort of check if it is going to be worth sort of doing and sort of taking place in a link exchange or a comment, etc. There are also websites out there. Harrow is a great one. They're recently rebranded in order where journalists go on and put on their request to talk to lawyers, to talk to business owners, entrepreneurs, etc. There are hundreds and thousands of requests that are added daily. It's a very cheap subscription. If you are a medium to large size business and have a marketing team in-house, I would advise signing up for it. It does take a lot of work and a lot of effort to submit comments on an ongoing basis. But if you get picked up by one of those, it's going to help your SEO, your social media. It's going to help everything in the long term. Again, bringing it back down to that trustworthiness and showing you as that go-to brand. So from that perspective, it's really, really going to help. When you're looking at working on sort of different PR elements, bringing in the SEO side, bringing in your sort of typical PR, the digital PR is a little bit different. Some people call them guest posts, some call them featured posts. And that's basically where you would prepare an article and you would send it to some big websites in the hopes that they would pick it up. Sometimes there is a fee associated to paying to get a link on that website or your article published on that website. We do it a lot with our SEO clients. They have a separate budget allocated each month to those publications. It works very well. So you've sort of got two different arms of PR. No, you've got three different arms in a way. You've got your traditional sense, radio, TV, magazines, etc., general news. You've then got your more focused on SEO. So your digital PR, where you're sending off press releases, building out your brand, doing expert commentary on specific industries and niches and getting picked up by journalists. And then sort of you've got your more SEO friendly in a way, which is all about sort of the links and the do follows and some no follows, etc., in terms of the weight that it's going to carry from an SEO perspective, or posh link building is what I like to call it. And it's important really to have a mixture of all three of those. And just like I say with anything else that I've ever spoken about before, when it comes down to your marketing in general, doing that in a sense of doing as much as you can, especially for small businesses. And this is the whole reason why I started this podcast and this YouTube channel, is to help those small businesses and small business owners that don't necessarily have the budget to work with a full service agency, but want to learn and pick some stuff up on the way, which is what I hope that these YouTube videos do help in terms of giving that value. Now, when you are doing press releases, when you are doing SEO stuff, when you are working on doing this, please stick to your brand values, your brand ethics, and what you want to achieve from that. Because a lot of people with press, they make up fake stories just to get seen and things like that. You can do it. I personally wouldn't advise it, but just always ensure that you're bringing it back to your brand and your brand values, and things like that, because you can just get down a very long rabbit hole where you can then get called out and things like this, where that's negative press. They do say that no bad press is good press or something like that. But yeah, please take that with a pinch of salt. Be true to your brand, be true to your values, and do as much PR as you possibly can. You can work with specific PR agencies to help you with the sort of the more traditional stuff. We do offer digital PR, so sending up press releases, distribution, more of an online focus, as well as your link building as well. So if that is of interest, then please do get in touch, nautilusmarketing.co.uk. I struck this episode a little bit different, and I hope it is a bit of a different flavor, a different new change. If you do, please do. So a few people have been commenting on YouTube. Please do. I really enjoy reading those comments. And if you've got any ideas of things that you would like me to talk about, then please do let me know. And I can't believe we are nearly at Christmas, which is a little bit scary. And I need to buck up my buying present game. Have a wonderful afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Stay awesome, stay safe, but most importantly, stay nerdy.